Namaste. I'm going to read Volume 3, Book 3, SataRudra Samhita, Chapter 15, The Incarnation of Grahapati in the Shiva Puran. Hariam Tatsat. Nandishvara said, on hearing the revelation of Narada, Visvanara and his wife considered it a terrible bolt from the blue. He shouted, "Oh, I am doomed." He beat his chest. Excited by the grief about his son, he fell into a great swoon. The grief-stricken Sukhismati too lamented much. Her senses were benumbed and she lamented aloud. On hearing her loud lamentation, Visvanara woke up from his swoon. He cried aloud, "What is this? What is this? Where is Grahapati, my vital breath, who stands outside, and who is the Lord of all the senses lodged within me?" On seeing his parents excessively grieved, the boy Grahapati, a part of Shiva, smiled and said, Grahapati said, "O mother, O father, what is the reason? Please tell me now, why do both of you cry? What and whence is such a fright for you? Time and pitiable, fickle existence cannot affect me, whose body is guarded by the dust particles of your feet. O my parents, please listen to my vow. If I am your true son, I will do that whereby death itself will be terrified. I shall appropriate Lord Shiva, the conqueror of death, the omniscient and the bestower of all, to the good. I shall perform the japa of Mahakala. O parents, I am telling you the truth." Nandishvara said. On hearing his words, the aged Brahmin couple were freed of their distress by the untimely showers of nectar. Then they spoke. The Brahmin couple said, say again, what is this? What is this? Speak again. Time and pitiable, fickle existence will not affect you? A great means has been suggested by you to dispel our distress, that of the appropriation of Lord Shiva, the conqueror of death. The same is the result of those who seek refuge in Shiva, who dispels sins and does everything beyond the path of our desire. There is nothing better than this. O dear, haven't you heard that the slayer of the Tripuras protected in days of yore, Swetaketu, who was bound by the noose of Kala, when Silada's son was threatened by death, when he was only 8, Shiva saved him and made him his own attendant as Nandan, the delight of the whole universe. He protected the three worlds by drinking of the terrible poison, as fearful as the fire of the hour of dissolution, when it was produced at the churning of the milk ocean. When the wheel raised up by the lion, drawn with his beautiful toe, he killed the haughty Jalandhara, who had deprived the three worlds of their pleasure. He burnt the Tripuras, who were haughty and deluded by their lordship of the three worlds, by means of the blazing fires emanating from the fall of a single arrow. Even as Brahma and others were watching, he reduced Kama to ashes by a single glance. Kama, whose strength had been enhanced by his conquest of the three worlds. O son, seek refuge in that Shiva, the amulet of protection of the universe, the sole creator of Indra, Achyuta, Brahma, and others. Nandishvara said, thus he secured the permission of his parents. He bowed at their feet and circumambulated them. He then pacified them and started. He reached Kashi, inaccessible even to Brahma, Vishnu, and others. He reached Kashi, that dispels all recurring distress, that is protected by Visvesa, that shines with the celestial river Ganga, as with a necklace round its neck, that shines splendidly by the presence of Parvati, the consort of Shiva, and of wonderful qualities. After reaching Kashi, he went to Manikarnika at the outset. After taking bath in accordance with the injunctions of the Sastras, he saw Lord Visveshvara with palms joined and head bent in reverence. The intelligent Brahmin was gladly delighted. He bowed to Lord Shiva, who instills life into and protects the three worlds. Seeing the phallic image of Shiva again and again, he was delighted in his heart and thought, undoubtedly, this is possessed of great bliss. Ha! There's none more blessed than I in the three worlds consisting of the mobile and immobile beings. Since today I have seen here the Lord Visveshvara. It is only to enhance my good fortune that sage Narada formerly came and told me that. I am therefore very much contented. By the nectarine juice of bliss he concluded the sacred rite. Then on an auspicious day he installed the phallic image, the bestower of all benefits. He adopted austere rites difficult to be performed by those who have no control over themselves. He filled pots with the water of the Ganga, strained and purified by means of a cloth. Every day he bathed the phallic image with 108 potfuls of water. Then he put a garland of blue lotus round the deity. He wrapped the garlands with 1,008 flowers. He wreathed the garlands with 1,008 flowers. He ate fruits, roots, and bulbous roots once in a fortnight or a month. The courageous devotee spent 6 months by eating withered leaves. The remaining 6 months he spent drinking drops of water or simply breathing. O Brahmins, thus a year in the life of that noble soul passed by, performing the penance with the devoted mind, resting only in Shiva. In the 12th year of his life, the thunderbolt-armed Indra approached him as if fulfilling the utterance of Narada. He said, O Brahmin, I am Indra. I am delighted at your holy rites. Ask for the boon as you wish to have. I shall give you whatever desire you have in your mind. On hearing the words of Lord Indra, the son of the sage spoke these words boldly and sweetly. Grahapati said, O Indra, O enemy of Vritra, I know you are armed with the thunderbolt. I do not want a boon from you. Shiva is the granter of boon to me. Indra said, O child, Shiva is not separate from me. I am the Lord of gods. Give up your foolhardiness, and ask for a boon from me. Do not delay. Grahapati said, O paramour of Ahalya, O wicked one, O enemy of mountains, O chastiser of Paka, it is quite clear that I shall not ask any other god except Shiva for a boon. Nandishvara said on hearing his words. Indra's eyes turned red with fury. He raised his terrible thunderbolt and threatened the boy with dire consequences. On seeing the thunderbolt with the flames of lightning, the boy remembered the words of Narada. He became frightened and fell into a swoon. Then Shiva, the lord of Parvati, the dispeller of darkness, appeared in front, as though enlivening him with gentle strokings. He said, stand up, may good come to you. Opening his eyes, resembling the lotus that had gone to sleep at the end of the day, and getting up, he saw Shiva, shining more brilliantly than 100 suns. seeing the Lord with the eyes in the forehead, blue-necked, bull-bannered, moon-crested, with Parvati occupying the left side, shining with matted hair, armed with the trident and Ajagava bow, possessed of limbs shining white like camphor, clad in the elephant's hide. He recognized the Lord as the great God, described in the Agamas and statements of his preceptor. He was delighted and he evinced the thrill of hair. For a moment he stood motionless like the mountain Chitrakuta. He forgot himself like a man suddenly becoming rich. He was unable to eulogize or bow down or plead for anything. Then Shiva smiled and said, O child Grahapati, I know that you are frightened. Of Indra with the thunderbolt in his lifted hand. Don't be afraid, I only wanted to know your nature. Neither Indra, nor the thunderbolt, nor even the god of death is powerful to molest my devotee. You have been terrified by me alone in the form of Indra. O gentle one, I shall grant you the boon. I confer the title of Agni on you. I authorize you to grant boons to whatever deity you think fit. O Agni, you will be moving in the midst of all mortals, acquire kingship as the guardian of the quarter in the southeast. The phallic image installed by you will be known by your name. It will be known as Agnisvara, and it will be conducive to the enhancement of all splendor. The devotees of Agnisvara need not fear lightning and fire. They will never suffer from impaired digestion or premature death. A person who worships Agnisvara, the bestower of prosperity at Varanasi, is honored in the region of fire, even if by chance he dies elsewhere. Nandishvara said after saying this and fetching his kingsmen, Shiva crowned him as the guardian of the quarter. Even as the parents watched it, Shiva entered his phallic image. Thus, O dear, the incarnation of Shiva as fire has been explained to you. This incarnation of Shiva, the great soul, is famous as Grahapati also. The city of Chitrahotra is beautiful, pleasant, and finely lustrous. Those who are devotees of fire stay there. People of steady sattvika quality and control over their sense organs who enter fire, or women endowed with sattva quality, become as lustrous as fire. Brahmins performing Agnihotra regularly, brahmacharis maintaining sacrificial fires, and those who stay amidst 5 fires become as splendorous as fire in the region of fire. He who makes gifts of bundles of fuel during the winter for alleviating chillness, or he who makes fire bricks of cow dung, stays with fire. He who faithfully performs the rites of cremation for the unclaimed bodies, or he who urges others to do so, himself being incapable, is honored in the region of fire. Fire alone is the greatest means of salvation for the Brahmins. He is the preceptor, the lord of the sacred rite, the holy center. Certainly everything is fire. All unholy things become pure the moment they come into contact with fire. Therefore, fire is called purifier. The fire is certainly the eminent soul of man. Even morsels of flesh it will digest in the stomach, but not the muscles of women. The fiery form of Shiva is in the form of the fire visible. Excepting this, what else is seen as creative, protective, and destructive? Fire is the eye of the Lord of the 3 worlds. In this world of pitch darkness, what else than this becomes the illuminator? The incense, the lights, the food offerings, milk, curd, ghee, and sugarcane juice, all these go unto the dwellers of heaven when offered into the fire here. Footnotes. (51) Installed at Varanasi, Visveshvara is one of the 12 great phallic images of Lord Shiva. It has been for many centuries the chief object of worship. Its appropriation is said to result in the increase of material wealth and spiritual attainment. 52. The epithet speaks contemptuously of Indra. He is called the seducer of Ahilya, the wife of the sage Gautama, for which he was cursed by the sage. As a result of Gautama's imprecation, Indra bore 1,000 marks resembling a female organ, which afterwards changed to eyes. The text of the second pada of verse 84 is defective. That is, he was delighted and he evinced a thrill. For a moment he stood motionless like the mountain Chitrakuta. That particular line. And here ends today's reading of the Shiva Puran. Om Prabhu Prananatam Vyum Veshwanatam Jagannatanatam Saranatavajam Buddhipitam Bhuesharam Bhutanatam Shivam Shankaram Shambhu Meshanamiti Om Kapura Garam Karanavartaram Sansara Saram Jagitaram Hari Om Tat Sat.